Hello guys, welcome back to the crew, and we are still doing the awards things. In the previous video we have done the Midwest, and now we are going, first of all, bring up the driver's license. We have done city zones, Midwests, and we are now gonna do, nope, not the South, that's for the next video. First, East Coast. As usual, the bottom ones. Complete 13 missions. If you have done the story at least once, you will always have this one. Complete 50 skills, same story. If you have done all the skill tests at least one time, you will have the 50 complete as well. Complete 10 PvP events. The bottom row is always the same. So the PvP events are the multiplayer lobbies. I've done 60%. Although I played some multiplayer lobbies, but apparently the events were not at the East Coast, except for 6 of them. That's why I only have 60%. And achieve 100 completion stat in the East Coast. If you do all of these, you will have that. The third row are always landmark things. So where you have to go from one landmark to another. Usually 3 landmarks. This one is Coal State, Allegheny Forest and White Mountains, Newport, Washington, Pentagon, Long Island, Cape Cod and Acadia landmark. So that's driving. You have to drive there. Don't fast travel, because that will not work. The second row always starts with discover all the named locations in the area. 35 of them apparently in the East Coast, and I have 97%, which means that I've probably missed 1 or maybe 2. So I guess I have to drive around again to all those locations to unlock the 2 others, or the 1 other that I'm missing. Access 3 data stations, access 6 data stations. These 2 in the second row are always about the data stations. Drive 500 miles in the East Coast. If you play the game and if you've done the story, you will be pretty close to that, to get that one as well. So it usually comes down to the first row. The first row is also something you have if you've done the story once. Reach the East Coast for the first time. That's a pretty easy one to get. The second one is drive a wrap around the northern quarry in Coal State in less than 1 minute 30. This one is Woodcutter Secret Award, it's called. It says find the giant lumberjack now, because I already found it. It was the same with the cow in the previous one. And this one is drive to the highest point in the White Mountains. So what do we have to do in this video is a lap around the northern quarry in Coal State, find the secret reward thing, and do the highest point of the White Mountains. Okay, let's give it a go. So we are in the East Coast. So what? Whoa. East Coast, New York here. Northwest of New York you have Coal State. In the west you have pit mines. And in between those two you have here a little circuit. If you zoom in, you see, well, it's not really a circuit, it's just a grove, and there is one road surrounding it. So sort of teleport here. Fast travel there. Well, teleport, fast travel, all one and the same thing. I'm in here in a sports bike, so that's no good. I need something dirt or raid spec. That's what we're gonna take. I'm gonna take is the car that I've done it in, and I'm gonna scroll down. The Chevrolet Camaro in dirt spec. As you can see, dirt spec Camaro. It only has a score of 546, and if you have the perk points on it, then it comes from the tuners with a score of 419. So I haven't done many tests with this one yet, and I only gained about 90 points. I have done it with this car. Get this achievement. So the lap starts here and it's 1 lap around. What I do suggest is try to stay on the dirt as much as possible. and do not cut the corners, because that's what I done the first time around here. I cut a corner here and there and I wasn't getting the achievement, so I had to drive around another lap to get it. But the time, I believe it's 1 minute 30, so it's easy to do. As long as you stay at least 90% of the time on the dirt. Like over here, for instance, I really cut a corner and I wasn't getting the achievement, so I'm staying on the dirt this time. And we are back. This is 1 lap, but another thing I suggest is always drive a lap and a half or something, because that's usually what it will take before you get the achievement. So you've done 1 lap and you think, oh, why don't I get it? Because I think it was somewhere towards this bridge here that I get the achievement. So about a lap and a half you have to do to get it. So that's for the lap on the North Grove of the Coal States thing. So then another one you have to do is the highest point of the White Mountains. Over here is the White Mountains. So I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Oh, a bit, maybe. Okay. And over here, if you zoom in a bit more, you will see some sort of, well, let's call it a cartoon face with a nose. I think that's best to describe it. And you have to be here somewhere in the middle to find the highest point. There is some sort of skill. Let's see. It is escape skill number 10. Now I'm gonna have a look where we need to go. Up there, obviously, the highest point. As high as possible. And let me recheck. Yep. So you look around, except for the landmark thing in the distance there, which seems to be higher, but it isn't. So what do you see? Well, let's change the camera a bit. So on one side you see the lake. If you turn to the right, you see another skill symbol. Over there you have some mountains. Then in over there you see some lights. If daylight, you will see a city there, which is probably New York. And there is another city there in the distance behind the lake, and that's what you should see, and then you are on the highest point. And just by driving around here a bit, as long as you can go up, 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 it's here somewhere. If you can see the landmark over there, you will normally already have it by now. You will get the award here somewhere. Now while we are here, if you well, I will zoom out a bit. Above the word Eastcoast, you have these white things here. If you zoom in a bit, sort of a hairpin section. Now put yourself here, almost on that road there, where you have a crossing of the normal road and the dirt road. And then turn left. And you already see it there on the left side, a big lumberjack. And that is the secret award that you need to find. I believe it's called woodcutter. and you need to find that thing here to get the so-called secret award, and it will be unlocked here. So it's mainly surrounded by woods. There is a landmark in the distance there, and there is a hidden car there, also a big lake, some highway and a city in the the distance there, and the rest is woods. And while I'm at it, I'm driving in reverse, which is also an achievement you have to do for any spec. Going from full stock up to circuit, drive around 5 miles in reverse. I was trying to picture it, but and over here we found another one of these animals passing us, which is also one thing you have to do. You have to trying to get a picture of that guy, really. Okay, somewhere here I guess. Another one of the things is which you will finally find in the woods and stuff, or in the snow, or all kinds of animals. So you have to find all of them, and I still have to uncover a few because I'm at, I don't know, 80-90% something. But this is the secret award for the East, and I'm looking. The rest are as usual landmark things. So if you put your filter on exploration, there was one with Cape Cod, I believe. Well, I'm not sure what it was again, but let's say New York Airport. You fast travel there, then you set a waypoint to Cape Cod, and you have to drive there. And then another one, Salem Woods was one of them as well, I think. So you have to drive from one spot to another from these landmarks, and usually there are 3 you have to visit within one session by driving up there, not fast traveling, because that will not count. And that will also conclude the video for the East Coast Awards, and I will see you guys in the next one for the South. Bye for now.